welcome back to the channel. We're on some more Modern Warfare 3, continuing our little camo grind here. We're currently working on the snipers. I played a few games with the longbow, and I got it up to level 18 fairly quickly, actually, just within like 3 games. Honestly, sniping is, at least with this, is pretty fun. I cannot lie. I was doing a lot better than I expected, and because I am absolutely terrible with snipers. I do not snipe at all. I play anything else but snipers. I don't really use marksman rifles at all, or melees, but like snipers are really just not my strong suit at all, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, and I was doing fairly well. I mean, just within like a few games, I'm already at level 18. I'm doing a little, decoy strategy. I don't have any double weapon XP tokens like at all, other than for rank, which I don't know why I don't even use these, because I could use these to rank up way quicker, but I guess I'm saving them. I could just save these for, the next coming Call of Duty. That was my plan originally, and I have all these battle pass XP tokens too. I don't know why I never used these like before. I was just kind of face taking the whole thing. I was mainly worried about the weapon XP, but I guess I could go ahead and pop a couple of these like XP tokens. I have 16 30-minute ones. That is absolutely wild. I guess we're just gonna go back on some more shipment and continue leveling these things up, because that's what I'm going for. And I know what I could probably do if I wanted, like, skip the snipers, like even skip one sniper. I could just go ahead to the ARs and do the RAM, honestly, because I realized, like, yeah, you need 36 weapons, but it doesn't need to be the 36 original weapons. Of course, like, if new weapons come out, then you could use those in place of other weapons, instead of just like the base 36 or whatever base weapons that come with the launch of the game. You can use those instead to go for the camo. And I could go ahead and do the Ram 7, and I could go ahead and do the new launcher, but I'm not going to do that. I think we got a new marksman rifle as well. We could just go ahead and do that and skip like 1 or 2 of the sniper rifles if I really wanted to. But I kind of want to level up my snipers. I do want to use the snipers and experience them. I want to experience every weapon category, while doing this, and just get a good feel for it. And I just want to have them all leveled up as well. And as soon as I get like all the base 36 challenges done, I'll go ahead and do whatever I have left over. I don't know about that new launcher though. That seems kind of nasty to deal with, but I'm gonna go ahead and do all these. Yeah, I cannot lie. I actually am having a lot of fun sniping. Like, sniping is a lot more fun than I anticipated originally. I thought I was going to have a terrible time, but right now it's actually nice. At least with this one. It's quick. It's quick and it's snappy, just the way honestly, exactly how I like it. It's quick and snappy, exactly how I like. I actually like the quickness and snappiness of it, because I do like playing a little bit more fast-paced, and I think it caters to my playstyle very well. I got some pretty nice clips too. I didn't like clip them, but I was actually going on some pretty nice streaks, which was very surprising, which is kind of, part of the reason why I'm liking this a bit, because it wasn't all that hard at all. Maybe it's just Amos is helping me out, but I mean, yeah, I'm actually thoroughly enjoying the snipers right now. Even though this thing isn't like a consistent one-shot, it's still really nice. I like it. I've got some really nasty no-scopes too. I also noticed, like, the flinch is absolutely insane with the snipers, because when I did use the Cat AMR for a little bit, it was for like a challenge. It was one of like those weekly challenges. I noticed like the flinch exists even when you're not even scoping in. You just have the most insane flinch, like the most insane upward flinch, without even having to like aim in. Kind of have the knife in hand. Like if I get the opportunity, I'll take a knife kill like that, just to level up the knife as well. I want to put on the I want to use the attachment for rechambering speed, but I don't know. I think I prefer the rechambering accuracy better. But I am just quick scoping more anyways. I'm not really ADSing much, so I could do the rechambering speed attachment, honestly, if I really want. I mean, I'm really not, I'm not hard scoping at all. I'm quick scoping. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm going to do the little quick pull attachment. Just for, I don't know, maybe just to be a little bit faster. The guy here. Oh, shit. I'm stunned. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, dude. I'm actually kind of going a little ham right now. Hold on, peek. Peek that, somebody, please. Peek it. See, now I'm actually hard scoping, but... I think I like sniping a little bit, honestly. At least with this. I don't think I want to stop using this. This is really fun. I like how I say I don't snipe, and I'm actually pulling out some pretty decent feeds here. And, I mean, I'm no FaZe member, but that wasn't that bad, honestly. I pulled out some pretty decent feeds there, I guess. Not BAMs or scope or arcing or anything like that, but hey, that wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad at all. Also, supposedly Bobby Kotick is supposed to be gone today. I don't know if he's officially gone yet, but he is supposed to be gone today, like completely stepped down from his position as CEO of Activision. So, I mean, I was talking about it in yesterday's video, and I don't think it's really gonna be like any type of new era or any real significant changes of any type to the franchise as a whole, or even Activision, because I think, what's the guy's name, Bobby Kotick, yeah, he's like the lead, whatever he is. I think he's like the actual leader or something of the team. I'm not sure what he is exactly, but he holds a pretty big, like, high position within the Activision company, and I guess the publishing for Call of Duty, and just Activision as a whole. So I mean, with the same leadership, and the same leadership in the other development studios, like Infinity Ward, for example, fucking Joe Secott, Mr. Door Lover. Yeah, I don't think much is really going to change. Stuff might honestly still be the same. Maybe it'll change a little bit. Who knows? Maybe. We'll see some good changes. Who knows? But I mean, like I said, yeah, that guy is... Oh my god! Yeah, I do not... Like I said, I don't like that guy. I still stand by it. I dislike him heavily. And honestly, yeah, I think he is kind of an evil dude. I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit that he's done and said that I could get into right now. Like, I seen an article or something. I saw Blame Truth talk about it in his video, like, literally, like, earlier today. I'm sure you're all maybe familiar with Blame Truth. Been watching him since Cold War. I actually do really like the guy and his content. I respect him a lot because he keeps everything real. He keeps everything super honest, and he tells stuff how it is, right? He showed an article, actually. He like read it off too, and there was like a tweet from like a former dev who worked at Demonware way back in like 2006, like 16 years ago. He actually like threatened to have his assistant at the time killed, which is absolutely insane. And he immediately apologized after, from what was said. He like quickly apologized, I guess, because it was, he reported it. I think it was a whole court case. It was also in court and whatnot. Back in 2021, it was being brought up again. in 2021, which I guess that was around the time I think Vanguard released. And from what I know now, is, at that time, developers, took their holiday vacation or whatever, but they took an extended vacation. They took like a whole 2 months off from the development. So like a whole 2 months, yeah, we didn't really get much out of Vanguard. I don't really remember because I stopped playing Vanguard. I did not play Vanguard at all. I played it for like a month maybe, and then I was just done with the game. So yeah, I think, yeah, around 2021 is when that story started getting resurfaced. People were talking about it and everything, and I guess, that was part of some sort of like damage control, to put him on an extended, vacation, because that was like a worldwide thing too. Even people who are out of country, like not even working in the US. So I guess that probably includes Activision China and whatever else, Activision has their business in, whatever other countries. Everybody at the company had an extended vacation. They all had a 2 month two months time off from any type of game development, any time working on any Activision game. Everybody. From the tweet that I mentioned earlier, a former Demonware employee actually was talking about, like, oh, what did he do now? And then I guess come to find out, yeah, it's it was everything being resurfaced again. Doing some sort of I guess damage control to maybe take the heat off a little bit, but people don't forget when you wrong someone like that and you do something that heinous and that sinister, that bad, on top of being a super like rich CEO, it just looks, it makes it look even more terrible because you're a CEO and all that. You already have, like, I guess, a big weight on your shoulders, a big like weight to carry because you're supposed to be a leader. But when you're not leading and you're just threatening to kill your employees and your assistants, then yeah, there is a huge issue, and you're gonna be in some pretty deep shit. Yeah, you're gonna be in some pretty deep shit, especially as like a big CEO. You're supposed to be a leader, and when you're not being a leader like that, that was crazy. I mean, yeah, it's gonna, it's really not a good look at all. That Demonware employee herself actually stood up and said and demanded to, have him fired because everybody else was too afraid to do it. And it makes sense. I mean, when you have stuff like that, those scummy little practices in play, of course, yeah, people are probably gonna be afraid to stand for it, No one's gonna really want to make a stand, like, especially newer employees. Yeah, real quick, I'm actually gonna go ahead and find this article again, because I want to read it off word for word exactly. So right here, it's from Business Insider. Activision CEO Bobby Kotick threatened to have his former assistant killed, according to a bombshell new investigation. So right here, In 2006, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick reportedly left his assistant a voicemail threatening to have her killed. The dispute, first reported by the Wall Street Journal on Tuesday, was said to have been settled out of court. An Activision spokesperson said in an email to Insider that Mr. Kotick quickly apologized 16 years ago. The representative referred to Kotick's threat as obviously hyperbolic and inappropriate, and said that he deeply regrets the exaggeration and tone in the message. Yeah, I totally believe that. Just one detail of the Wall Street Journal's major investigation into Kotick's leadership at one of the biggest video game publishing houses in the world, the multi-billion-dollar behemoth behind Call of Duty and World of Warcraft and Overwatch, among many others. Kotick reportedly knew for years about a variety of claims of sexual harassment and rape at his company. This is going back into a couple years ago when they were having employees were staging that whole walkout against that with the cube crawls and everything and the whole frat culture at the workplace. The Wall Street Journal report details several specific examples of harassment and rape at Activision. I probably shouldn't be saying that word out loud. I think I'm gonna get demonetized, whatever. I'll just say R word from now on. Kotick was not only aware of those claims, but in at least one case reportedly intervened to keep a male staffer who was accused of sexual harassment, despite the company's human resources department recommending he be fired. In one instance, a female employee at Activision subsidiary Sledgehammer Games, which works on the Call of Duty franchise, said she was R-worded twice by her male supervisor in 2016 and in 2017. She reported this to the company's HR department, which she said took no action before retaining a lawyer. Activision settled the case out of court, and Kotick didn't tell the company's board, according to the Journal. In another instance, Dan Bunting, the head of the Activision-owned studio Treyarch, was accused of harassing a female employee, and Activision's HR department recommended that he be let go. Instead, Kotick stepped in, and Bunting was given counseling and allowed to remain at the company, according to the report. I'm sure that worked out perfectly well. I mean, that you know, let's go ahead and keep that guy around at the company, and just let the woman live around in fear that he might do it again in secret. And who knows? Yeah, who knows that would have went. It's totally smart move to keep the guy around. In a statement on Tuesday, Activision said it is disappointed in the report, which represents a misleading view of Activision Blizzard and our CEO. Well, I mean, of course, yeah. If you're gonna tout yourselves in a certain way, but then pull things like this, and this shit type of happens within your company, then it makes you look bad, especially as a CEO, and it makes us think what kind of nefarious bullshit you are up to behind the scenes. Which, I mean, we already know, you know. Wink, wink. A certain island and jet that he happened to attend from a certain individual that who's also happened to be a billionaire. Wink, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge, nudge. Anyways, meanwhile, a group of Activision employees is staging a workout in response to the report and demanding that Kotick step down from his role as CEO. We will not be silenced until Bobby Kotick has been replaced as CEO, the group said in a message on Twitter. I think this might be a little bit of an older article. Oh yeah, this was posted in November 16th, 2021. So yeah, this is around when Vanguard came out. So yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. But I had no idea that this existed, you know, 2 years ago. Absolutely insane, because I didn't pay attention to Vanguard. I wasn't really paying any attention to Call of Duty at all. I was just uninterested in the franchise because Vanguard just pissed me off. But yeah, this type of shit happened, and honestly, I'm not surprised. I mean, considering the fact how the games have been run and how they've been made the last 5 years, the last 4 years, something's going on with the leadership in there, definitely. I mean, look at Modern Warfare 2. Joe Seacott is horrible, by the way. I mean, he straight up lied back in 2019, 4 years ago, saying that it's not the goal to come at the expense of hardcore players when it comes to the design of the multiplayer within Modern Warfare 2019, and it ended up actually being a detriment, and it ended up coming out at the cost of affecting the hardcore players negatively. And it's just absolutely insane to me. Like, this franchise and everything, I love playing Call of Duty. This is like one of the better Call of Duties in the last 5 years or so. But I mean, yeah, I love it at its core, but with all this crazy shit going on in the background within the company, it's just so hard to actually support it and want to support it. It's a very weird, you know, like, grounds to be standing on. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, I do love the game at its core, like I've always have, but like, it's, you know, shit's been slowly hitting the fan the last few years, and of course, and it shows through how the games have been, you know? It really shows. Like, with miscommunication, non-communication, leaving things broken. Like, it's pretty clear there's also no freedom or really any creative freedom either. With all these things happening over the years, everything put together, it just really, like, opens your eyes, at least for the hardcore fan base. The more casual fan base who don't really look into it too much, who just kind of play the game just to play it for, you know, a little bit of wind down. You know, the 40-year-old dads or whatever, or the little Timmies that the people like to say that the game is marketed towards. Of course, they don't actually know what's going on because, you know, they're not, like, super hardcore fans. They don't watch streams, they don't watch videos, they don't, you know, play the game for hours and hours a day like like the rest of the hardcore fan base, like I do, you know. That's my whole point. Is like, yeah, the game I think clearly is catered to that fan base. Just the skill-based matchmaking videos and skill-based matchmaking tests, it's a completely different game being played. We're not all experiencing the same thing, and that's just fact. And it may sound like I'm just rambling and everything, but I mean, like, it's the truth, you know. These things need to be talked about. They need to be addressed. People need to talk about it and stand up and, you know, oh, sick, I got the challenge. People need to, like, stand up and talk about it and, you know, grow some balls. Because if you don't, then, you know, you let the companies walk all over you, then they'll continue to walk all over you. And they'll continue to do these scummy things. Nothing will really change unless we actually force the change by coming together. From a business standpoint, yeah, he's gonna seem pretty awesome. But as just a guy himself, just like as a person, he's not great at all. Like, really, really not. I mean, consider everything that I've talked about and all the little controversies that he's, you know, brought himself into, the little controversial statements that he's made, and the shit that he's done. I mean, he threatened to kill his assistant. I mean, sure, he apologized after, but still, it's like, you don't just do that, especially as a CEO, as like a leader figure. I got this maxed out now. 15 one-shot kills is what it was. Yeah, I'm surprised I got it in that match, honestly. I dropped like 70 kills. Honestly, pretty insane amount for me, at least, with a sniper. But it was shipment after all. And the gold camo is get 10 kills while focused down sights X times with the longbow. I'm pretty sure that's just 10 focused kills. I'm not entirely sure, but hey. Also, I want to point something out that's really weird. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Okay, you see this one, right? Get 3 operator kills with 1 magazine 10 times. It's like that with the rest, by the way. It's like that with the rest. All the base camo challenges, I've said this before, for every weapon is the same. This one, 3 kills with 1 magazine 10 times. I just did that with the longbow as well. Now right here on the longbow, look. 3 kills with 1 magazine 10 times. That's the one where you get 3 kills and then reload, right? Okay, now check this out. On the, what is this again? The XRK Stalker. Okay, go over here to Gunsmith, customize right here, right? Everything's the same, you know, 50 kill operator kills, 50 kills shortly after ADS. Get 15 one-shot kills. This one, 3 operator kills with 1 magazine 10 times with the XRK Stalker, right? Go over here, you know, same thing with the gold, 10 operator kills while focused. Now we'll go over to the Forged. Get 3 operator kills with 1 magazine 10 times with the XRK Stalker. There's a base camo challenge and the Forge Mastery camo challenge, the Completionist challenge, are the same. That is so weird and annoying, but I don't know. I guess I'll just fucking deal with it. Why not? But that is really awkward. I don't know if I like that. And then the Priceless camo, short. Okay, 10 kills shortly after sprinting. That's not that bad. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one. That one's really weird. But yeah, sniping's pretty fun. Bobby Kotick's gone. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, you know, with everything going on with the franchise and everything, yeah, it's like when you're supposed to be a leader figure and you're not really doing a good job at leading by, you know, allowing this toxic workplace to occur and, you know, just these all these crazy shit, this weird toxic environment to just stay and linger around in the atmosphere. It's obviously a very, 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 very bad look on you and a bad look on the company. It just kills your reputation and makes people hate you. And honestly, with the player base dwindling this year, I think it's finally showing. You know, I think they're finally getting their karma a little bit at least. Even though the game's not all that bad, Sledgehammer's not a bad development company at all. They're just being held back by Activision, and now maybe that body Kotick is gone. There'll be a little bit more creative freedom, and maybe we'll get a better working games from now on. With Microsoft leadership, who knows? Maybe some of the practices and everything. Skill-based matchmaking is definitely not going to go away in EOMM, whatever it is. It's probably not going to go away, and if it does, it won't go away anytime soon. It's going to be here for a while. It's going to be here for the long haul. But maybe the company practices and everything else will get better, and we will see better products in the future. I mean, hell, if 2024 isn't all that great, but if it's at least a working game and everything, but if 2024 isn't great, then maybe 2025 will be great. But like I said, it's a 4-year development cycle. Treyarch has a lot of, you know, weight to hold on their shoulders. I mean, they have a whole reputation and everything because they're Treyarch. And on top of, like, Treyarch is, I think, regarded as the best development studio. And on top of that, it's a 4-year development cycle. Like, with that, you know, on the backboard too, it being a 4 years, like, if you fuck that up, I mean, like, it's gonna be really, really bad. It's gonna be even, like, the worst fucking thing. I mean, that's the first time, it's gonna be the first Call of Duty with a 4-year development cycle ever. And I think it's like the longest Call of Duty development cycle. I don't know, or it's usually like 3 years, right? I don't know, but it's the first one with 4 years, so there shouldn't be any room for error at all. There shouldn't be any room for error at all. Like you know, you've had 4 years, and I mean, Infinity Ward with Modern Warfare 2, dick rode themselves with 3 years and 3,000 devs working on the game, but it turned out the way it did. I mean, we all played it and it was terrible. But yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe with Bobby Kotick out, the leadership and everything will be better. So we'll see about that. I don't know if he's officially gone yet. I have to look into some things, but yeah, I mean, yeah, today's supposed to be his last day. He should be gone by now. So hey, maybe we'll see some positive changes come to the franchise, and I really hope so too, because I like a lot of other people are very passionate about this game and this franchise and want to see it do good. So I'll leave it with there. Let me know what you guys think. Still working on this camo grind. Gonna finish up the snipers and then move on to probably just the knives. And then we'll be on our way for the marksman rifles, and we'll go ahead and get price lists from there. I want to try to hopefully get it done over the weekend, maybe into Monday or the next week or something. Shouldn't be too hard if I, really just face tank it and grind it out. Yeah, that's really about it. Just, upgrading the snipers, talking a bit about Kotick and, the future of Call of Duty and what I hope to see, yada, yada, yada. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down below. Drop a like, whatever, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.